Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm working on my Jane Davenport art journal. It's a canvas cover, and I start with doing some stamping with Versamark. So I will do some stamping that you won't see now, but it will be visible in a second when I do the second step. I love this stamp from Hero Arts. It's very elegant, so I didn't use it before, first time I'm using. And I did some stamping with Versamark, and now I'm going to use my Pan Pastels over this page, and you will see why I did it. But first I want to show my tools that I use with Pan Pastels. These are all the sponges that come with them, and sometimes very intricate areas. There are smaller ones. Makeup sponges work very well, and you can use them between colors as well, cleaning them on a dry towel, paper towel. It's very easy, and even if you contaminate like I did now, you can go over it with a clean one and it will go easily, don't worry. So I started with a blue, and you will find the colors down below, and I will show you later as well. As you see, as I go over the page with my Pan Pastel, the parts that I stamped are totally different color. Because Versamark is sticky, the parts that are stamped takes the pigment a bit more than the rest of the page. So it creates a nice effect without any effort, as if you've done it with a different color or stamped. So I really like this effect. I'm using a darker shade of blue and a lighter shade of blue to cover my page. And now I'm going to use two metallic colors to give it a little bit more depth and interest. So I'm using the light gold and bronze. Since it's difficult for the camera to catch the shimmer that comes from golds, these metallic colors, it's not showing on camera very well. But believe me, it looks really nice with all the shine, and I'm going to try to catch the light for you. As you see, it's a bit more visible. It gives a really nice shine, and it doesn't cover the color underneath, so it looks a bit more interesting. Now I'm going to use a rice paper. This will be my focal point, these beautiful butterflies. I will use one big, the dark blue, and the light blue one, and maybe these little ones as well, but I will see. If you follow my channel lately, I use a lot of rice papers and napkins. I am into decoupage these days, and there's a lot of requests actually. A lot of you really like it, probably because it's a relatively cheaper medium. It's actually quite inexpensive to buy rice papers and napkins. And you will find plenty on eBay, as I am telling you over and over again. If you write decoupage napkins, decoupage rice papers, you will find plenty of them with very inexpensive prices. And I decided for this page to be a really simple one. I found this stencil. It's an old Crafters Workshop stencil, and I love it. I used it before. And I decided this to be my sentiment. It's very lovely, and I am using Dreamweaver's gold embossing paste. Now it doesn't look gold, it looks a bit milky, but when it dries it will be really shiny gold, which you will see from the pictures. So the sentiment is: live with promise, love with passion, and laugh with pleasure. I'm using the designs, the flowers and the butterfly here and there, just to complete the scenery, and also have the gold evenly spread out through the two pages, which makes the page to look more cohesive. To create some edges to border my page, I'm using some gelato in dark blue color. And you can use anything really. This was under my hand, so I decided to use a gelato, but you can use Faber-Castell big brush markers, other brush markers, your ink pads to create this effect. My objective is just to create a nice border to frame my pages. I decided this butterfly was too light and it blends into the page a lot, so I need to separate it from the background. I'm using a gold gelato around the butterflies with this in mind actually, although eventually it makes them more shiny, more prominent. And I was still unhappy with how the butterfly blended into the background. I decided to use a black thin pen and I am just making a border around the butterflies, both of them. As finishing touches, I'm going to do some gold splashes and white splashes as well all over the page. This always gives more cohesiveness to the page and combines everything together. So I always like to do splashes. And the page is done. As you see, it's quite simple. A couple of stamping using Pan Pastels, rice paper and a stencil to do the sentiment and few details. By the way, to seal the Pan Pastels, I use either fixative spray or matte medium. Both will do. But don't forget to seal the colors because it will smear and smudge everywhere. So this was an important reminder. I hope you liked this project. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button down below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.